Hello students, welcome to our channel Learning Notebook. In today's video, we are going to do complete chapter of decimals. We are going to cover each and every concept related to decimals in this video. So make sure you watch the entire video. But before starting with this chapter, let me tell you that we have made videos on every chapter of class 5 mathematics. We also have interesting quizzes and worksheets on each chapter. You can find all of them on our channel Learning Notebook. Also, you can see a list of all such videos on our website. The link to our website is below in the description box. So let's see what all topics we are going to cover today in this video. Introduction to decimal numbers, decimal place value chart, unlike and like decimal numbers, how to convert unlike decimal numbers to like decimal numbers, how to compare decimal numbers, then we will learn addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. We will also do word problems on addition and subtraction of decimals, how to convert decimals into fraction, and how to convert fractions into decimal. Then we will learn multiplication of decimal numbers by whole numbers, multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. Then we will learn how to multiply two decimal numbers. We will also do word problems on multiplication of decimals. After that, we will understand how to divide decimal numbers by whole number, division of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000, and how to divide decimal numbers by another decimal number. And then we will do word problems on division of decimals. And students, in the end, I am going to give you a worksheet for your practice. So we are going to cover each and every concept related to decimals. So make sure you watch the entire video. So let's start with introduction to decimal numbers. The numbers which are written in decimal form are called decimal numbers or simply decimals. For example, 0.6, 7.2, 3.89 and 1.053. All these numbers are written in decimal form and are thus they are called as decimal numbers. A decimal number has two parts: whole number part and decimal part. So here in this decimal number, 361 is a whole number part, whereas 89 is the decimal part. Both of them are being separated by a dot called decimal point. Similarly, decimal number 0.74 also has two parts, where 0 is the whole number part and 74 is the decimal part, and both of them are being separated by a dot called decimal point. Now let's understand place value chart of decimal number. Place value chart for whole number part remains the same, which is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands and so on. Next, we have decimal point, and then there is tens, which is 1 by 10 or 0.1. After that, there is hundredths place, which is 1 by 100 or 0.01. And next is thousandths place, which is 1 by 1000 or 0.001. So this is the place value chart for decimal numbers. Now let's do a question on place value chart. Question is, draw the place value chart for decimal number 4321.876 and write its expanded form. So let's draw the place value chart. First, we will represent whole number part of this decimal number. Whole number part is 4321. So let's represent it. 1 is at ones place, 2 is at tens place, 3 is at hundreds place, and 4 is at thousands place. Now let's put the decimal point in the place value chart. Then we will represent the decimal part, which is 876, where 8 is at tens place, 7 is at hundredths place, and 6 is at thousands place. Now we need to write the expanded form of this decimal number. For this, first we need to find the place value of all the digits of this decimal number. So let's first write the place value of whole number part. Place value of 1 is 1, place value of 2 is 20, place value of 3 is 300, and place value of 4 is 4000. Now let's write the place value of decimal part. Place value of 8 is 8 by 10. Place value of 7 is 7 by 100. And place value of 6 is 6 by 1000. Now students, we know expanded form of a number is the sum of the place value of all of its digits. So let's write the expanded form of this decimal number. 4000 plus 300 plus 20 plus 1 plus 8 by 10 plus 7 by 100 plus 6 by 1000. So this is how we write the expanded form of a decimal number. Let's do one more question. Draw the place value chart for decimal number 30.009 and write its expanded form. Now let's draw the place value chart and first represent the whole number part of this decimal number. Whole number part is 30. So we will write 0 at ones place and 3 at tens place. Then we will put a decimal point. Next, we will represent the decimal part of this decimal number. So 0 comes at tens place. Next 0 comes at hundreds place. And then we will write 9 at thousands place. Now to write the expanded form of this decimal number, first we have to find the place value of all of its digits. So first let's write the place value of whole number part. Place value of 0 will be 0. Place value of 3 is 30. Now let's find the place value of the decimal part. Place value of this 0 will also be 0. Students, do remember that place value of 0 always remain 0 irrespective of its place. So place value of next to 0 will also be 0. And the place value of 9 is 9 by 1000. Now with the help of these place values, let's write the expanded form of this given number. We will write 30 plus 9 by 1000. So students, now I am sure you have understood how to form the place value chart of a decimal number and how to write its expanded form. Students, we also have a very colorful and interesting working model to understand place value chart of the decimal number. So I would recommend you to watch this video as well. You will find its link below in the description box. Now let's understand a very important topic, like and unlike decimals. So what are like decimals? Decimals having same number of decimal places are called like decimals. Students, have a look at these 4 decimal numbers. All these decimal numbers have same number of decimal places. So these decimal numbers are like decimals. Now what are unlike decimals? Decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Like here, all these 3 decimal numbers are unlike decimals because they have different number of decimal places. Like first decimal number has only 1 decimal place. Second decimal number has 2 decimal places, while the third decimal number has 3 decimal places. So all these numbers are unlike decimals. Now our next topic is how to convert unlike decimals to like decimals. Let's take a decimal number 0.7, which is equals to 7 by 10. Now students, if we multiply both numerator and denominator by 10, we get 70 by 100, which is equals to 0.70. So it means 0.7 equals to 0.70. Now 0.70 equals to 70 by 100, and again if we multiply numerator and denominator by 10, we get 700 by 1000, which is equals to 0.700. So it means 0.70 equals to 0.700. Therefore, we can also write 0.7 equals to 0.70 equals to 0.700. So students, this means putting any number of zeros to the right side of decimal number does not change the decimal number. This is very important to understand, and we are going to use this to convert unlike decimals into like decimals. Now let's do a question. Convert these decimal numbers into set of like decimals. Students, here we can see that the maximum number of decimal places is 3. So, we have to convert each one of these given decimals into decimal numbers having 3 decimal places. And how can we do this? We can put zeros to the right of the decimal part. So 15.23 has 2 decimal places. So we will put 1 0 to the right of the decimal part. So it means 15.23 equals to 15.230. Next decimal number is 9.7. It has only 1 decimal place. So let's put 2 zeros. We get 9.700. Third decimal number is 0.634. It already has 3 decimal places. And the last decimal number is 117.54. It has 2 decimal places. So let's put 1 0. So it becomes 117.540. So students, we have converted each of this decimal number into like decimals. Let's do one more question. Convert these 3 decimal numbers into set of like decimals. So here we can see maximum number of decimal places is 2. So we will convert each one of these given decimals into like decimals having 2 decimal places by putting zeros to the right of the decimal part. So 1.1 equals to 1.10. Then second decimal number already has 2 decimal places. And then third decimal number 0.1 equals to 0.10. So students, we have converted each of these decimal numbers into set of like decimals. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of fractions for class 5. In this video, you can learn about types of fractions, how to order and compare fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions, word problems related to fractions and lot more. So I would recommend you to check out this video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now let's understand how to compare decimals. Students, we have to follow some steps to compare decimal numbers. So let's learn these steps. Step 1 is convert the given decimals into like decimals. We just learned how to convert unlike decimals into like decimals. Step 2 is compare the whole number part. Decimal number with greater whole number part is greater. For example, 45.09 is greater than 32.09, which is greater than 25.09. Step 3 is, if whole number part is equal, compare the 10th digits. For example, 5.9 is greater than 5.8. Step 4 is, if 10th digits are equal, compare the 100th digits. For example, 5.98 is greater than 5.92. So now students, we have learned all the steps. So let's use them to compare decimal numbers. Question is, compare 36.64 and 28.73. So step 1 is, check for like decimals. Both these given decimal numbers have 2 decimal places. So they are like decimals. Now step 2 is, compare their whole number part. So since 36 is greater than 28, it means 36.64 is greater than 28.73. Let's do another question. Compare 23.5 and 23.05. So step 1 is, check for like decimals. Students, we can see that the first decimal number has only 1 decimal place, while the second decimal number has 2 decimal places. So it means we have to convert them into like decimals. So let's put 0 to the right of the decimal part. So 23.5 becomes 23.50. So now both of them are like decimals. In step 2, let's compare their whole number part. But both of them have same whole number part, that is 23. So let's go to step number 3. Here we will compare their 10th digit. And since 5 is greater than 0, so we can say 23.50 is greater than 23.05. Now let's do next question. Compare 0.84 and 0.847. So in the first step, we have to check for like decimals. So students, as we can see, first decimal number has 2 decimal places, while the second decimal number has 3 decimal places. So we will convert the first decimal number into like decimals by adding 1 0 to the right of the decimal part. Now we have converted them into like decimals. In step 2, let's compare their whole number part. But both the decimal numbers have 0 in the whole number part. So now let's move to step number 3. We have to compare their 10th digit. Again, 10th digit of both the decimal numbers are same. In the fourth step, let's compare their 100th digit. But students, again we can see that both the decimal numbers have same hundredth digit. So we have to move to step 5, where we will compare their thousandth digit. Now we can see that 0 is less than 7. Therefore, 0.840 is less than 0.847. Now let's see the next question. Arrange the following in ascending order. Students, we have to arrange the given decimal numbers in ascending order. So first, let's convert all of them into like decimals of 2 decimal places. In the next step, we will compare their whole number part. Here, 77 is less than 78, which is less than 87. Now students, here we can see two numbers which have same whole number part. So let's compare them and arrange them in ascending order. To compare them, first we will compare their 10th digit, but their 10th digits are same. So let's compare their 100th digit. Since 0 is less than 9, so it means 78.80 is less than 78.89. Now students, let's arrange second group of decimal numbers which have same whole number part. Here, again first we will compare their 10th digit. And since 8 is less than 9, so it means 87.88 is less than both 87.98 as well as 87.90. Now we will arrange these last two decimal numbers. For this, we will compare their 100th digit. And since 0 is less than 8, so 87.90 is less than 87.98. So students, in this way, we have compared the decimal numbers and arranged them in an ascending order. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of measurement for class 5. Here you can learn about measurement of length, mass and capacity, conversion of their units, how to add, subtract, multiply and divide these units, and also how to solve their related word problems. So I would recommend you to watch this video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now our next topic is adding and subtracting decimals. First we will understand how to add decimals. Students, some steps need to be followed to add decimals. So let's understand these steps. Step 1 is convert the given decimals into like decimals, as we did in comparing decimals. Then step 2 is write the given decimals in columns in such a way that the decimal point of all the decimal numbers are below each other. As you can see in this example, the decimal point of both the numbers are below each other. In step 3, we will add the decimal part first and then the whole number part. Students, you have to make sure that the decimal point in the sum, that is in the answer, the decimal point should be below decimal point of all the numbers, as you can see in this example. Now let's use these 3 steps to add the given decimal numbers. Question is, add 11.36 and 4.71. So our step 1 is convert them into like decimals. But students, as we can see here, both the given decimal numbers are like decimals because both of them have got same number of decimal places. So let's move to step 2, where we will write both of them in column in such a way that their decimal points are below each other. Now let's move to step 3. We will add decimal part first. So 6 plus 1 equals to 7. 3 plus 7 equals to 10. So write 0 in the answer and 1 gets carried over. Now, before adding the whole number part, put a decimal in the answer. Now, we will add the whole number part. 1 carry plus 1 plus 4 equals to 6. And then we have 1. So, our sum is 16.07. Let's do another question. Add 216, 39.09 and 8.8. So, let's do the step 1, which is to convert the given decimal numbers into like decimals. Here we can see maximum number of decimal places is 2. So let's convert each one of the given decimals into like decimals having 2 decimal places. Now let's move to step 2, where we will write each of the given decimal numbers in columns as shown here. And we will make sure that the decimal points are below each other. In step 3, we will start adding them and we will first add the decimal part. So 0 plus 9 plus 0 equals to 9. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 8 equals to 8. Then put a decimal point in the answer. Now we will add whole number part. 6 plus 9 plus 8 equals to 23. So write 3 in the answer and 2 gets carried over. Now 2 carry plus 1 plus 3 equals to 6, and then we have 2. So our answer is 263.89. So students, this is how we add decimal numbers. Students, we would like to tell you that we have made videos on every chapter of Class 4, Class 5 and Class 6 Mathematics. We also have related worksheets, quizzes, working models, activities and projects on each chapter. So I would recommend you to check out our channel Learning Notebook. Now students, let's learn how to subtract decimals. Students, steps to subtract decimals are same as we followed in adding decimals. That is, we will write the decimal numbers in such a way that decimal points are below each other. And then we will subtract. So now let's do a question. Subtract 23.46 from 76.89. So first we will check for like decimals. Both the given numbers are already like decimals. So let's write them in columns in such a way that decimal points are below each other. Now we will subtract the decimal part first. 9 minus 6 equals to 3. 8 minus 4 equals to 4. Then put a decimal point in the answer and then we will subtract the whole number part. So 6 minus 3 equals to 3 and 7 minus 2 equals to 5. So answer is 53.43. Let's do another question. Subtract 48.5 from 113.416. So first, let's convert them into like decimals having 3 decimal places. Now students, write them in columns in such a way that the decimal points are below each other. Now let's subtract them. First we will subtract the decimal part. 6 minus 0 equals to 6. 1 minus 0 equals to 1. Now 4 is weaker than 5. So 4 borrows from 3. 3 becomes 2 and 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 5 equals to 9. Now let's put a decimal point in the answer. Next we will subtract the whole number part. But 2 is weaker than 8. So 2 borrows from 1. 1 becomes 0 and 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 8 equals to 4. Then 0 is weaker than 4. So 0 borrows from 1. This 1 becomes 0 and this 0 becomes 10. And 10 minus 4 equals to 6. So our answer is 64.916. Students, if you still not have subscribed to our channel Learning Notebook, then do subscribe it and make sure to press the bell icon. Let's do next question. Subtract 37.6 from 301. So let's first convert them into like decimals having 1 decimal place. Next, write them in columns as shown here. Now students, subtract these two numbers. First we will subtract the decimal part. But here 0 is weaker than 6. So 0 borrows from 1. So 1 becomes 0 and this 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 6 equals to 4. Now let's put a decimal point in the answer and then we will subtract the whole number part. But again 0 is weaker than 7. So 0 borrows from 3. 3 becomes 2 and we keep on borrowing. And finally this 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 7 equals to 3. 9 minus 3 equals to 6. And then we have 2. So answer is 263.4. Now let's understand how to solve word problems related to decimals. Question 1 is, by how much should 100 be decreased to get 18.8? Students, this word problem means 100 minus dash equals to 18.8. So let's interchange the sides of 18.8 and dash. So their signs will also change. 18.8 becomes minus 18.8 and minus dash becomes plus dash. So we have to find 100 minus 18.8. So to subtract these two decimal numbers, let's convert them into like decimals having one decimal place. Now let's write them in columns and start subtracting them. First, let's subtract the decimal part. But 0 is weaker than 8. So 0 borrows from 1. So 1 becomes 0 and we keep on borrowing and finally 0 becomes 10. So 10 minus 8 equals to 2. Then we will put a decimal point and next we will subtract the whole number part. 9 minus 8 equals to 1 and 9 minus 1 equals to 8. So answer is 81.2. We will write the answer statement. 100 should be decreased by 81.2 to get 18.8. Let's see the next question. By how much should 43.786 be increased to get 50? Students, what does this word problem mean? This word problem means 43.786 plus dash equals to 50. So we have to find this blank here. So let's bring 43.786 to the right of equals to and thus its sign gets changed to minus. So now we have to find 50 minus 43.786. Students, to subtract these two numbers, we have to first make them as like decimals. So 50 becomes 50.000. Now let's subtract them. To subtract, first write them in columns and then start subtracting them from decimal part. So 0 is weaker than 6. So 0 borrows from 5. So 5 becomes 4. And students, we keep on borrowing until 0 becomes 10. And finally, this 0 has become 10. Now we can subtract 10 minus 6 equals to 4. Then 9 minus 8 equals to 1. 9 minus 7 equals to 2. Now let's put a decimal point in the answer. Then we will subtract the whole number part. 9 minus 3 equals to 6 and 4 minus 4 equals to 0. So answer is 6.214. Don't forget to write the answer statement. 43.786 should be increased by 6.214 to get 50. Let's see the next word problem. A drum contained 60 liters of milk. Out of this, 8.5 liters of milk was taken out in one bucket and 15.75 liters in another bucket. So how much milk is left in the drum? Let's first understand this word problem. There is a drum having 60 liters of milk. Out of this, first 8.5 liters of milk was taken out in one bucket and then 15.75 liters of milk is taken out in another bucket. So we have to find how much milk is now there left in the drum. So student, here we will do both addition as well as subtraction. So let's see how to do it. First, we will write the statements. Total amount of milk in the drum is given as 60 liters. Then milk taken out in first bucket equals to 8.5 liters and milk taken out in second bucket equals to 15.75 liters. So students, first we will find out how much milk was taken out. So for this, we will add both 8.5 liters as well as 15.75 liters. Students, to add these two decimal numbers, we have to make them like decimals. So 8.5 becomes 8.50. Now let's add them, write them in columns and then start adding them from decimal part. So 5 plus 0 equals to 5. 7 plus 5 equals to 12. 1 gets carried over and 2 comes in the answer. Then we will put a decimal point. Now let's add the whole number part. 1 carry plus 5 plus 8 equals to 14. So write 4 in the answer and 1 gets carried over. Now 1 carry plus 1 equals to 2. So answer is 24.25. So students, we have found out the total milk taken out from the drum, which is 24.25 liters. Now students, to find milk left in the drum, we will subtract this 24.25 liters from total milk, that is 60 liters. But to subtract these two decimal numbers, we have to make them like decimals. So 60 becomes 60.00. Now let's subtract them, write them in columns. And first we will subtract the decimal part, but 0 is weaker than 5. So 0 borrows from 6. Therefore 6 becomes 5 and we keep on borrowing. And finally this 0 becomes 10. So 10 minus 5 equals to 5. 9 minus 2 equals to 7. put a decimal point, then subtract the whole number part. 9 minus 4 equals to 5 and 5 minus 2 equals to 3. So answer is 35.75 liters. We will write the answer statement. 35.75 liter milk is left in the drum. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of fractions for class 5. In this video, you can learn about types of fractions, how to order and compare fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions, word problems related to fractions and lot more. So I would recommend you to check out this video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now students, our next topic is how to convert decimals into fractions. We need to follow some steps to convert decimal into fraction. So let's take an example and follow these steps to convert. So here question is, convert 1.9 into fraction. So in step 1, we will write the numerator of the fraction, which is the given decimal number without decimal point. So numerator of this fraction would be 19. In step 2, we will write the denominator of the fraction, which is 1 followed by as many zeros as there are decimal places in the given decimal number. So students, here decimal place is only 1. So we will write 1 followed by 1 0. So we get the denominator of the fraction as 10. So we have converted the given decimal into fraction 19 upon 10. And in step 3, we will simplify if required. But here we are not going to simplify it because there is no common factor between numerator and denominator. Now let's do another question. Convert 0.3 into fraction. So students, first let's write the numerator, which is 3. Now this decimal number has only one decimal place, so its denominator will be 10. So we have converted 0.3 into fraction 3 by 10. Let's do another question. Convert 0.95 into fraction. So here first let's write the numerator, which is 95. Now this decimal number has 2 decimal places, so denominator will be 100. So we have got the fraction as 95 by 100. Now students, look carefully and you will find that there is a common factor between numerator and denominator, which is 5. So let's simplify this fraction. 5 into 20 equals to 100 and 5 into 19 equals to 95. So we have simplified the fraction as 19 by 20, which is our answer. Now our next question is convert 0.103 into fraction. So the numerator will be 103 and this decimal number has 3 decimal places. So its denominator will be 1000. So we have converted the decimal number 0.103 into fraction 103 by 1000. Now our next question is convert 23.7 into fraction. So here numerator will be 237 and this decimal number has only one decimal place. So denominator will be 10. So we have got the fraction as 237 by 10. But student, this is an improper fraction. We never leave the answer as an improper fraction. We always convert it into a mixed fraction. So if we divide 237 by 10, we will get the quotient as 23 and remainder as 7. So we will write it in the form of QR by D and we will get the mixed fraction as 23 7 by 10, which is our answer. So students, now I am sure you have understood how to convert decimals into fraction. Students, we have a separate video on complete chapter of geometry for class 5. In this video, you can learn about point, line and line segment, types of lines, ray, angles, types of angles, how to measure angles, how to draw angles with protractor. You can also learn about triangle and types of triangles, circle, its radius, diameter, chord and lot more. So I would recommend you to watch this video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now our next topic is how to convert fractions into decimals when the given denominator is 10, 100 or 1000. Again students, we have to follow some steps to convert fraction into decimal. So let's take an example and understand these steps side by side. Question is convert fraction 17 by 10 into decimal. So in step 1, we will write numerator of the fraction as the number. So here numerator is 17. So we will write 17 as the number. Now in step 2, we will count number of zeros in the denominator and place the decimal point. So students, here number of 0 is 1. So we will put decimal at one decimal place, that is, we will write the number as 1.7. So in this way we have converted fraction into decimal 1.7. Question is convert 7 by 10 into decimal. So students, first we will write the numerator of the fraction as the number. So numerator is 7. So let's write the number as 7. Then we will count number of zeros in the denominator. As we can see, there is only 1 0 in the denominator. So let's place a decimal point at one decimal place. So we have got the answer as 0.7. So we have converted fraction 7 by 10 into decimal 0.7. Let's see the next question. Convert 28 by 100 into decimal. So here numerator is 28. So we will write 28. And then we can see there are 2 zeros in the denominator. So let's place a decimal point at 2 decimal places. So we will count from right 1, 2 and put the decimal point. So answer is 0.28. Now the next question is convert 1057 upon 1000 into decimal. So first we will write the numerator 1057 as the number. Now there are 3 zeros in the denominator. So we will put a decimal point at 3 decimal places. So count from right 1, 2, 3 and put a decimal point here. So we have got the answer as 1.057. So students, this is how we convert a fraction into decimal. Now we will learn how to convert fractions into decimals when denominator is not 10, 100 or 1000. Question is, convert 3 by 4 into decimal. Students, we know we can convert a fraction into decimal when denominator is 10, 100 or 1000. So we have to find a way to make this denominator 4 as either 10, 100 or 1000. So if we multiply both numerator and denominator by 25, we get 75 upon 100. And now we can easily convert this fraction into decimal number. And we get 0.75. So this is how we can convert a fraction into decimal number when denominator is not 10, 100 or 1000. Let's do one more question. Convert 3 by 2 into decimal. Again, we have to make the denominator 2 as 100. So let's multiply both numerator and denominator by 50. We get 150 upon 100. And we can easily convert this into decimal as 1.50. Students, we have made a separate video on complete chapter of multiples and factors for class 5. In this video, you can learn about factors, multiples, their properties, even and odd numbers. You can also learn about rules of divisibility, what are prime and composite numbers, prime factorization, how to find highest common factor and least common multiple, and lot more. So I would suggest you to watch this comprehensive video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now our next topic is how to multiply decimals. Students, we also have a very interesting related activity on multiplication of decimals. So I would recommend you to check out this video. You will find its link below in the description box. First, let's understand how to multiply decimals by whole number. So students, let's solve a question and learn the steps to multiply decimal by whole number. Question is 1.2 multiplied by 4. Step 1 is multiply without decimal point, just like whole numbers. So, we will multiply 12 by 4, which is equals to 48. Now, step 2 is place the decimal point in the answer such that decimal places in the answer equals to decimal places in the number. So students, number of decimal place in the question is 1. So in the answer, we will put a decimal point at 1 decimal place. So answer will be 4.8. The next question is multiply 3.002 by 4. So students, first we will multiply without decimal point. So we will multiply 3002 by 4. We get the product as 12,008. Now we will place decimal point in the answer. Given decimal number has 3 decimal places, so product will also have 3 decimal places. So make sure that you count from right. 1, 2, 3 and then put the decimal point. So we get the answer as 12.008. Let's do one more question. Multiply 20.01 by 12. So first we will multiply these two numbers without decimal point. So we will multiply 2001 by 12. So we get the product as 24012. Now let's place decimal point in the answer. The given decimal number has 2 decimal places. So product will also have 2 decimal places. So count from right. 1, 2 and then put the decimal point. So we get the answer as 240.12. So students, this is how we multiply a decimal number by a whole number. Students, we also have a separate video on complete chapter of average for class 5. Again, the link to this video is below in the description box. Now let's see how to multiply decimals by 10, 100 or 1000. First, we will learn how to multiply decimals by 10. Question is, multiply 18.243 by 10. Students, to solve this, first we will convert decimal number into fraction. And we just learned how to do it. We have 3 decimal places in the decimal number. So fraction will be 1/8 243 upon 1000. And 10 can be written as 10 by 1. Now let's cancel 0 by 0. And we get 18243 upon 100. Now we will convert this fraction into decimal number. There are 2 zeros in this. So let's place decimal point after 2 decimal places. So our answer is 182.43. So students, here we have observed that when a decimal number is multiplied by 10, the decimal point moves to the right by 1 place. So students, this is rule number 1. When a decimal number is multiplied by 10, the decimal point moves to right 1 place. Now let's see how to multiply decimals by 100. Question is, multiply 7.132 by 100. So again, first we will convert this decimal number into fraction. We have 3 decimal places. So fraction will be 7132 upon 1000. And now 100 can be written as 100 by 1. Let's cancel zeros by 0. And we get 7132 by 10. Again, let's convert this into decimal now. There is only 1 zero in the denominator. So we will place decimal point after 1 decimal place. So answer is 713.2. So here we can observe that when a decimal number is multiplied by 100, the decimal point moves to the right by 2 places. So this is rule number 2. When a decimal number is multiplied by 100, the decimal point moves to right by 2 places. Now we will learn how to multiply decimals by 1000. Question is, multiply 1.492 by 1000. So first let's convert this decimal number into fraction. And since there are 3 decimal places, the fraction will be 1492 by 1000. And this 1000 can be written as 1000 by 1. Cancel all the 3 zeros by 3 zeros. And we get 1492 upon 1, which is equals to 1492. So students, our answer is 1492. Here we observe that when a decimal number is multiplied by 1000, the decimal point moves to the right by 3 places. So rule number 3 is, when a decimal number is multiplied by 1000, the decimal point moves to right by 3 places. Students, we have got a very interesting working model to understand and learn types of fractions. I would highly recommend you to watch this video. You will find its link below in the description box. Now let's practice multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000 without actually multiplying it. Question is, multiply 1.62 by 10. So here students, the decimal number is being multiplied by 10. So the decimal point will move to right by 1 place. So answer will be 16.2. Now the next question is, multiply 8.592 by 100. So here this decimal number is being multiplied by 100. So the decimal point will move to the right by 2 places. So answer is 859.2. Next question is, multiply 1.2 by 1000. So here students, since the decimal number is being multiplied by 1000, the decimal point will move to the right by 3 places. But 1.2 has only one decimal place and we have to move the decimal point 3 places. So what to do? In such scenarios, we will add 2 zeros. So now we can move the decimal point to the right by 3 places. So answer is 1200. So now students, I am sure you have learned multiplication of decimal numbers by 10, 100 or 1000 without actually multiplying. Now let's learn multiplication of two decimal numbers. So there are some steps to multiply two decimal numbers. Let's understand these steps with the help of an example. We have to multiply two decimal numbers 0.3 and 0.4. So step 1 is multiply the decimal numbers without decimal points, just like we multiply the whole numbers. So 0.3 and 0.4 will be multiplied as whole numbers. That is 3 into 4 equals to 12. Now step 2 is we have to place the decimal point in this answer. Decimal places in the answer equals to sum of decimal places in both the given numbers. Students, look at the decimal numbers. 0.3 has one decimal place and 0.4 also has one decimal place. So in total there are two decimal places. So we will place decimal point after two decimal places. So answer is 0.12. Next question is multiply 1.212 by 0.4. So in the first step, we will multiply these two decimal numbers as we multiply whole numbers. So let's multiply them without decimal points. So when we multiply 1212 by 4, we get the product as 4848. Now students, look at the given decimal numbers. 1.212 has 3 decimal places and second decimal number 0.4 has 1 decimal place. So in total, there are how many decimal places? 4. There are 4 decimal places. So we will place decimal point in the answer after 4 decimal places. So answer is 0.4848. Now let's learn how to solve word problems on multiplication of decimal numbers. Question is, if 1 liter of cream has 0.411 kilogram of fat, how much fat is there in 5 liters of cream? So here students, we are given with amount of fat in 1 liter of cream and we have to find amount of fat in 5 liters of cream. So it means we have to multiply here. So let's write the statements first. Weight of fat in 1 liter cream equals to 0.411 kilogram. So weight of fat in 5 liter cream would be 0.411 multiplied by 5. So let's multiply. First we will multiply the decimal number as we multiply the whole numbers, like without decimal point. And we get the product as 2055. Now the given decimal number has 3 decimal places. So we will put decimal point in the answer after 3 decimal places. So answer is 2.055 kilogram. We will write the answer statement. There is 2.055 kilogram of fat in 5 liters of cream. Students, for more word problems on decimals, you can refer to our separate video. The link to this video is below in the description box. Now our next topic is division of decimal numbers. Students, we also have a very interesting activity on division of decimals. So do watch this video. Now first we will understand division of decimals by whole number. There are some steps to divide decimal number by whole number. Let's understand these steps by solving a question. Divide 4.8 by 2. So in step 1, first divide the whole number part. So whole number part in 4.8 is 4. So first we will divide 4 by 2, which is equals to 2. Now in step 2, when division of whole number part is complete, put a decimal point in the quotient. So we got the quotient as 2. So let's put a decimal point after this. So we get 2 point. Now in step 3, continue dividing just like whole numbers. Now students, we are left with decimal part which is 8. So we will divide 8 by 2 just like whole numbers. So 8 divided by 2 equals to 4. So now our answer is 2.4. Let's do one more question. Divide 43.128 by 12. So students, first we will divide the whole number part. which is 43. So 12 into 3 equals to 36 and 43 minus 36 equals to 7. Now division of whole number part is complete. So put the decimal point in the quotient. Let's continue dividing. So copy the next digit 1. Now we have to divide 71 by 12. 12 into 5 equals to 60 and 71 minus 60 equals to 11. Copy the next digit 2. So 112 divided by 12. For this, 12 into 9 equals to 108 and 112 minus 108 equals to 4. Copy the last digit, which is 8. 12 into 4 equals to 48 and 48 minus 48 equals to 0. So students, our division is complete now and we get the answer as 3.594. Next question is divide 1.8 by 24. So first we will divide the whole number part, which is 1. But 1 is smaller than 24. So we will do 24 into 0 equals to 0. And 1 minus 0 equals to 1. Now division of whole number part is complete. So put the decimal point in the quotient. Now let's continue with the division. Copy the next digit 8. Again 18 is smaller than 24. So we will do 24 into 0 equals to 0. And 18 minus 0 equals to 18. Now students, the remainder is 18. But we can still continue with the division by inserting 0. So let's insert a 0 and now we will copy next digit 0. So let's divide 180 by 24 now. 24 into 7 equals to 168 and 180 minus 168 equals to 12. Now the remainder is 12. So again, to continue with the division, we will insert one more 0. So let's copy next digit 0 and now we have to divide 120 by 24. So 24 into 5 equals to 120 and 120 minus 120 equals to 0. So now students, remainder is 0. So our division is complete. So let's write the answer. 1.8 divided by 24 equals to 0.075. Now our next topic is dividing decimals by 10, 100 or 1000. First we will learn how to divide decimals by 10. Question is divide 16.5 by 10. So let's first divide the whole number part, which is 16. So 10 into 1 equals to 10 and 16 minus 10 equals to 6. So now our division of whole number part is complete. So let's put the decimal point in the quotient. Now let's continue with the division. For this, we will copy next digit 5. Now we have to divide 65 by 10. 10 into 6 equals to 60. And 65 minus 60 equals to 5. Now students, since the remainder is 5, we still need to continue with the division. So let's insert a 0. Copy this 0 and now divide 50 by 10. 10 into 5 equals to 50. And 50 minus 50 equals to 0. So our division is complete now and we have got the answer as 1.65. So students, here we observe when a decimal number is divided by 10, the decimal point moves to the left by 1 place. So this is our rule number 1. When a decimal number is divided by 10, the decimal point moves to the left by 1 place. If you still not have subscribed to our channel, then do subscribe our channel Learning Notebook and make sure to press the bell icon. Now let's see how to divide decimals by 100. Question is, divide 20.8 by 100. So first we will divide whole number part, which is 20. But 20 is smaller than 100. So we will do 100 into 0 equals to 0. And 20 minus 0 equals to 20. Now division of whole number part is complete. So let's put a decimal point in the quotient. Now let's continue with the division. Copy next digit 8. So 100 into 2 equals to 200. And 208 minus 200 equals to 8. Now students, remainder is 8. So we can continue with the division by inserting 0. So copy next digit 0 and now we have to divide 80 by 100. But 80 is smaller than 100. So we will do 100 into 0 equals to 0. And 80 minus 0 equals to 80. Let's again insert 1 0 and now copy that 0. Now we have to divide 800 by 100. 100 into 8 equals to 800 and 800 minus 800 equals to 0. So division is complete now. So students, our answer is 0.208. So here we can observe when a decimal number is divided by 100, the decimal point moves to the left by 2 places. So our rule number 2 is, when a decimal number is divided by 100, the decimal point moves to left by 2 places. Next, let's learn how to divide decimals by 1000. Question is, divide 4.5 by 1000. So let's first divide the whole number part, which is 4. But 4 is smaller than 1000. So we will do 1000 into 0 equals to 0. And 4 minus 0 equals to 4. Now division of whole number part is complete. So let's put the decimal point in the quotient. Now let's continue with the division. We will copy next digit 5. So now we have to divide 45 by 1000. But again, it is less than 1000. So we will do 1000 into 0 equals to 0. So 45 minus 0 equals to 45. Now the remainder is 45. So to continue with the division, we will insert few zeros. Copy next digit 0 and again we will do 1000 into 0 equals to 0. So 450 minus 0 equals to 450. Copy next 0 and now we have to divide 4500 by 1000. So 1000 into 4 equals to 4000 and 4500 minus 4000 equals to 500. Let's copy next 0 and now we will divide 5000 by 1000. 1000 into 5 equals to 5000 and 5000 minus 5000 equals to 0. So now our division is complete and we have got the quotient as 0.0045. So students, here we can observe when a decimal number is divided by 1000, the decimal point moves to left by 3 places. So this is our rule number 3. When a decimal number is divided by 1000, the decimal point moves to left by 3 places. Now students, let's practice such division of decimal numbers but without long division method. Question is, divide 85.9 by 10. Students, we have just learned that when a decimal number is divided by 10, the decimal point moves to the left by 1 place. So here answer is 8.59. Next question is, divide 215.6 by 100. Students, we also learned when a decimal number is divided by 100, the decimal point moves to the left by 2 places. So answer is 2.156. Let's see the next question. Divide 3216 by 1000. Students, 3216 can also be written as 3216.0. And now this number is to be divided by 1000. So the decimal point will move to the left by how many places? Yes, 3 places. So answer is 3.216. Let's do one more question. divide 1.2 by 1000. So here this decimal number is being divided by 1000. So the decimal point will move to the left by 3 places. But there is only one place at the left of the decimal point. And we need 3 places. So we will insert 2 zeros. Now students, if you see carefully, the number is still 1.2. So now let's move the decimal point to the left by 3 places. So we have got the answer as 0.0012. So this is how we can do the division of decimal numbers by 10, 100 or 1000 without long division method. Students, we have lot of activities related to chapter, multiples and factors. Like we have an activity to find multiples of any number. We have a separate activity to find factors of any number. You will find the link to these videos below in the description box. Now let's understand division of a decimal number by another decimal number. Question is, divide 3.24 by 0.6. 3.24 divided by 0.6 can be written as 3.24 upon 0.6. Now students, first let's convert both numerator and denominator into whole numbers. So 3.24 has 2 decimal places. So we will put 100 in the denominator. And 0.6 has 1 decimal place. So we will put 10 in the numerator. Cancel 0 by 0. And now we will simplify it. We get 54 by 10. Now convert this fraction into decimal number and we get the answer as 5.4. Let's see the next question. Divide 1.14 by 0.5. So students, 1.14 divided by 0.5 can also be written as 1.14 upon 0.5. Now let's convert both numerator and denominator into whole numbers. 1.14 has 2 decimal places. So let's put 100 in the denominator. And 0.5 has 1 decimal place. So we will put 10 in the numerator. Cancel 0 by 0. So we get 114 by 5 into 1 by 10. Here students, we can divide both 114 and 10 by 2. But let's not do it because division by 10 is very easy. So let's divide 114 by 5. 5 into 2 equals to 10. And 11 minus 10 equals to 1. Copy next digit 4. 5 into 2 equals to 10. And 14 minus 10 equals to 4. Now our division of whole number part is complete, but we still have the remainder as 4. So to continue division, let's put a decimal point and insert a 0. We also have to put a decimal point in the quotient. Now copy this 0 and now we will divide 40 by 5. 5 into 8 equals to 40 and 40 minus 40 equals to 0. So we got the quotient as 22.8 and we have got the denominator as 10. Now we have to divide 22.8 by 10 and we have learned that when a decimal number is divided by 10, the decimal point moves to left by 1 place. So our answer is 2.28. Now let's learn how to convert fractions into decimals by division method. Question is, convert 3 by 4 into decimal. So let's divide 3 by 4. But 3 is smaller than 4. So we will do 4 into 0 equals to 0 and 3 minus 0 equals to 3. Now to continue division, we can write 3 as 3.00. So let's put the decimal point in the quotient. And now we will copy next digit 0. So we have to divide 30 by 4 now. 4 into 7 equals to 28 and 30 minus 28 equals to 2. Copy next 0 and now divide 20 by 4. 4 into 5 equals to 20 and 20 minus 20 equals to 0. So answer is 0.75. So in this way, we have converted fraction 3 by 4 into decimal 0.75. Let's do one more question. Convert 7 by 8 into decimal. So let's first divide 7 by 8. But 7 is smaller than 8. So again we will do 8 into 0 equals to 0 and 7 minus 0 equals to 7. Now students, to continue division, we can write 7 as 7.000. Let's put a decimal point in the quotient and copy next digit 0. So now we will divide 70 by 8. 8 into 8 equals to 64 and 70 minus 64 equals to 6. Let's copy next 0 and now we will divide 60 by 8. 8 into 7 equals to 56 and 60 minus 56 equals to 4. Now copy last 0 and divide 40 by 8. 8 into 5 equals to 40 and 40 minus 40 equals to 0. So our division is complete now and answer is 0.875. So we have converted fraction 7 by 8 into decimal number 0.875. Now students, let's do some word problems on division of decimal numbers. Question is, a sum of rupees 2,603 was equally distributed among 38 workers. How much did each worker get? So students, we have to find the amount received by each worker. So let's see how to solve this. Let's write the statements. Total amount which is equally distributed equals to rupees 2603. Number of workers equals to 38. So to find money each worker gets, we will divide 2603 by 38. If you still not have subscribed to our channel Learning Notebook, then do subscribe it. And don't miss to press the bell icon. Since 38 is a two-digit number, so let's first look at the first two digits of dividend, which is 26. But 26 is smaller than divisor 38. So let's take first three digits. The number formed is 260. So let's divide 260 by 38. 38 into 6 equals to 228 and 260 minus 228 equals to 32. Let's copy next digit 3 and now we will divide 323 by 38. 38 into 8 equals to 304 and 323 minus 304 equals to 19. Now students, we are left with remainder 19. So to continue with the division, we will put a decimal point and insert a 0. Now let's put a decimal point in the quotient and copy this 0. So now we will divide 190 by 38. 38 into 5 equals to 190. And 190 minus 190 equals to 0. So our answer is 68.5. Let's write the answer statement. Each worker will get rupees 68.50. Students, if you want to solve more word problems on decimals, you can refer to our separate video. Also, to understand bar graph, pie chart and pictograph with the help of an interesting and colorful activity, you can refer to our separate video. The link to these videos are below in the description box. Now in the end, I am giving you a worksheet for your practice. So students, this worksheet contains questions from all the sections of the chapter which I have just taught you. If you have skipped any of the section, I will suggest you to first understand that section and then attempt this worksheet. Do watch my other videos and share my channel and my videos with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.